So welcome, dear friends. It seems like a good morning to do some meditation and talk a little bit about the Dharma, my Dharma diary. So I can just talk about events and things that have come up for me lately. And how they affect me and the Dharma perspective. So if you enjoy, I would have you lie down, just rest, because my goal is to just talk from the source and just allow words to arise as they will, filtering through my body. And the hope is that they'll filter into your body and transmit some of the softness and calm that I might be feeling to you. There was one episode I had last week that I did want to mention, see if I could explain. And that is, for the longest time I've had issues of worthiness. Am I worthy? What does that mean? And this comes to play in a number of different ways, but maybe it's obvious to you what that means, but one easy way to explain would be if you were sitting, and I can imagine myself, and there have actually been real life instances where I've been sitting in front of a very spiritually realized person. Like if you have darshan with a meditation master. Well, I got to sit face to face with Anhang Win. She's the niece of Thich Nhat Hanh. And she looked me in the eyes. And, when that happens, it's like they're seeing right through you, straight to what you think about yourself in the deepest ways. It was like, she sees everything. She sees everything. She knows everything. And I guess for me, and probably for most of us, we feel like we have deep, dark secrets that have to be withheld, kept out of the light, It's like our shame. And this maybe forms part of the ego, part of the ego structures, like the things that we can never let go of. We can never relax because that might come out. And it's obvious from, just by the nature of the universe that those things are completely irredeemable, bad, unforgivable, and shameful. The way we think. The secret activities we do when no one's looking that we know aren't proper. So we know that when we're held up to the bright light of scrutiny, that we're not going to pass muster, that we're deficient, that we're not worthy. And for myself, it doesn't really feel like I'm constantly, explicitly asking myself, am I worthy? Am I not worthy? But it's something I can feel deep down in the body. And it correlates or is the same as the Pema Chodron's death feeling that she talks about frequently. This terrible feeling. It doesn't really have words attached. It's just the most awful feeling that exists in the body. Like if you were in front of someone who could see everything about you, and that feeling of, oh God, oh no, they see it all. And maybe you can just allow yourself to feel that in your body. And for years I've been practicing with that feeling, trying to let it come up as much as it will. Trying not to resist, but still resisting. What that feeling comes down to is it is like a sense of unworthiness. It's saying that there is a part of our body and ourselves and our existence that is not worthy. That if looked at, if truly seen, if truly known, would condemn us. So anyway, I couldn't sleep the other night, so I was laying on the floor. I had done some breathwork exercises, and these worthiness issues came up again. So I treated it a little differently, or somehow this idea came to me to just say, instead of trying to be worthy, to just examine the possibility of, okay, what if it's true? What if I'm not worthy? What if it's really true that I am not worthy completely, a completely unworthy person, being? The vision came to me of this bottom feeder fish in the ocean, just lives its life on the bottom of the ocean floor, eats the refuse and the things that just fall there. But actually what happened for me in my body was a great release of stress. Like, okay, you're not worthy. Wonderful. There's no lower you can go. There's no worse it can get than that. And yet, you're still conscious. You're still looking. You still have eyes that see. So your very existence can't be taken away from you. And yet to be called unworthy would mean that everything else was taken away from you, and you had nothing left to lose. And can you imagine the freedom of being alive, being conscious, and having nothing left to lose? So for me, doing this thought experiment where I was proven unworthy allowed my body to relax in all these amazing ways that I had never, or very infrequently, been able to relax before. All this weight of trying to maintain some sense of respect, maybe trying to hold my place in the universe, like some sort of ball suspended by strings. And the tension of all that could just be let go, and the recognition that even if you let go of everything, your pure good existence and awareness can't be taken away from you. So, why don't we work our way into actual meditation here? I've got a bell. I'll sound it once. And my kitty Jo is here, and she might meow at us from time to time. So just allowing the breath to come into the fore of your mind. The undulations of the body as the breath arises. Breathing in and out. The breath begins stretching the chest, pulling the chest apart and chest falling back in. And with each breath, feeling that expansion and settling back in. Almost like the top of the chest is like the soil. Topsoil, flowers growing in it, roots penetrating down. And with each breath, stretching it apart, like a hollow cavity forming. It's like a hole burrowed by an animal. empty space. Breath stretching, chest open, and chest falling back in. And as we continue, just feeling the breath penetrating further and further down into the belly, and past the diaphragm, and noticing how the breath affects the whole body, moving the shoulders first, the chest, diaphragm, belly, and you can feel the whole body moving, almost like a wave traveling down, like a wave on a string. It travels down the string from one end to the other. Like when you shake a rug and the undulation moves its way down all the way from the one end to the other. Feeling the body rising and falling, a wave moving down through the belly, through the genital area, down into the hollow legs, down towards the shins, next breath traveling down from the chest, stretching the body, stretching the diaphragm, stretching the belly, working its way down, stretching the genital area, stretching the thighs, down, traveling down to the shins, opening up the shins, calves, traveling all the way down into the feet, feeling the feet expand, the feet expanding and falling back in. And with each breath in, we take in more of the beautiful calm of the universe, taking it inside of our body, but also feeling the beautiful, calming air on the outside of our body. Almost like our body is a tea bag suspended in the water. In the warm water of the Dharma, just quietly, gently seeping through our skin, just like the tea bag will empty its contents into the water of the cup. Softly, quietly, gradually, and without any effort. And as time continues to pass, more and more of our dark brown insides softly work their way out into the surrounding water. The warm water softening our bodies, making our skin paper thin, like the bag of tea. With each breath in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Just replacing the water in the cup so it's crystal clear. Even more of our darkness, shame, and our tightly held pain can leak out. Drawn out through osmosis. In the most natural and effortless way. And feeling the lightness of your body. Areas of your body that are slightly more free. Or actual goodness. Actual sunshine feels appropriate. And maybe there are parts of your body where you can actually smile all the way. And you may try smiling in certain chambers of your body. Allowing a full smile to manifest in your lungs, for example. Imagining a shining sun in your chest. And smiling and warming. And maybe smiling and feeling joy in your front belly. The chamber of your stomach. And just smiling in the middle of your stomach and saying, yes, this place is allowed to be. And now, if you'd like, you can come back down to the bottom of the sea with me. To be the bottom feeder, the stingray, the carp, whatever it is. Looking up through hundreds of feet of water. The sun obscured. And everything taken away from you. Your worthiness proven. The answer has been proven. You are not worthy. All you are is laying on the bottom of the sea, an unworthy being. And so with that proof in hand, that certificate of unworthiness, you give up any hope, any aspiration of proving yourself worthy to anyone else. To the universe, letting go from that central point in your lower back, the root or sacral chakra. Letting go of any hope that anyone will ever see the good in you. And since it's proven that you will never be worthy, not even in the future, all that hope drifts away through the water currents, leaking out of your lower back like air from a balloon, drifting away. All you'll ever be is this creature existing here on the bottom of the ocean. And letting the body melt into the reality that you'll never be better than you are right now. Releasing from you and all the held spots in your body, all these aspirations of attainment, of being good enough. Just the steady motion of the ocean, the drifting back and forth currents here at the bottom, sometimes pushing us one way, sometimes another. We ride the direction of the Dharma. And yet, our very existence the very knowing of this moment, breath, sensations, the knowing itself can't be questioned. Its worthiness can't be questioned, even when everything else was given away. And maybe down here, we find ourselves in the beautiful state of just being. Completely true, completely untarnishable. Having a worthiness of its own, so much greater than anything that we previously thought. So that now when we sit in front of our guru, the wise person that looks in our eyes deep into our soul and sees us all the way through, we can smile right back at them. If they ask us, "Why are you smiling? Do you think that you're worthy to smile at me?" We could just keep smiling, knowing that that's not even really a question that makes sense. that was something that made sense to people. I'm a bit of a contrarian, I suppose. But after years of trying to be worthy, I guess I sort of gave up on that, at least temporarily, and found that giving up was much better than being worthy, actually. So, bowing to you. Hope you have a great rest, a great day, and blessings to you.